Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West for live stream number 12 as we continue our journey in the west of Aloy. Good morning, hope everyone is well. This is our first morning stream of the week because we lost yesterday as it was still a school holiday. And yes, it's good to say good morning again and see how you all are. It's really weird not being able to stream during the day when we're so used to streaming during the day. Or in the mornings anyway, so massive thank you to everyone that stuck with us over Easter. There's been extra content on the channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and that will continue as always. We have daily content anyway. But this morning we're focusing on Horizon Forbidden West as we continue to make our way through the game. So if you missed the last live stream we did, it was a 2-hour evening live stream. And we overran by quite a bit, but mainly because we started the next main quest, which was finding Demeter, and we succeeded. We had a giant bat we had to take down, which was a really good fight, easier than I was expecting. Some of the boss fights, machine-wise, aren't as difficult as you first think. Like, you look at them and go, really? This is going to be hard. And it's only when you do them and you think, actually, no, that wasn't that bad. There are some that have caught us out, but that one wasn't too bad at all, really. I think a lot of it is because we've got better weaponry now and things like that. That does help a lot. But it was a really good. So I hope you're enjoying WWE series. I hope you're enjoying everything on the channel so far. With more to come going forward. With the PlayStation Plus changes coming in June 22nd for myself, which is the time it launches in Europe. My plan will be to go and get the middle subscription. So that will give us access to the 400 PS4, PS5 games as well. So that means we've got even more ability for content, whether it's recorded episodic series sounds really wrong, or live streams. So lots to come, lots to do, lots to see for you guys. But today, let's focus on what we're doing this morning, and that is Forbidden West. Let me just check my sound. Perfect. And I will just tweet and then we'll crack on. Apologies for going quiet. I really struggle to type and talk, and it's really annoying. I have also changed some of the channel art. I was trying to make it so it's a bit more obvious that, you know, we game and that kind of stuff. So let me know what you think of that. I'm not too keen on the white writing, but I'm trying to fit everything into a small letterbox kind of style. People have on their phones. But so do let me know what you think of that. It's not perfect by any shout, but I think it looks okay. I'll try and do some more playing with it, I think. But yeah, I've got to play with it a little bit more, I think. Okay. We are ready to crack on. Thank you to the new subscribers. I think some of them joined us from the subscriber special on Saturday evening. So massive thank you to you guys for that. Channel update is out this week. I've got to re-record it. I've recorded it already and then it didn't save, so now I've got to re-record it. I'd already done it twice because the first one didn't save, and then the first one who hadn't saved came back as if it had been saved, and it's like, oh really? So I've got to redo it a third time. The second one sounded better as well. Okay, we now have Demeter in our clutches, in our hands, so we can return to our base. But before we head back to base, there's a couple of things nearby. There's a shelter just here I'd like to go and see. There's an unknown there. Obviously, we have the ability to come back. Quest-wise, there is one there. Tide's Reach. I'm thinking head to shelter. Just trying to work out what our best plan is. Obviously, we can head back to Demeter anytime we want to. Not Demeter, sorry, the base to hand in Demeter when we need to, which I think we do need to do soon. Good morning, Dave. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. We do have some skill points, so let's hold off for the minute. Quest-wise, we've got lots, as always. Seeds of the Past is the current one, which is the main story. I kind of feel like we're getting to a point of we need to run through a lot of side quests. We would do it in the evening stream last week because 2 hours is okay just to run through side quests. So I think that's an important thing. But main quest today, I think, is important. I kind of want to see what this is over here before we head back to Demeter. Good morning, Keller. How are you? Okay-ish. That's never a good thing, Dave. What's wrong? Okay-ish is never a good sign. Right, we're just going to check out what this question mark is. It may be nothing. I might even get the shelter when we're here, and then we're going to head back and hand in Demeter. I just want to see what this is. I'm curious. Unidentified signal. There's no machines nearby. A Vista Point Tower. I don't know anything about these. Is there something new that we haven't come across yet?
An image of the old world. The building in front of the cliffs has the Pharaoh logo on it.
Right, so we now need to put this in the right position. As this was an old building, we need to now line this up so it works, so it's correct. You can see the old logo over there. So I think that's there. Ish. Surely that's there. It's not lining up.
Based on the angle of the building, maybe the image was taken somewhere along the coast?
Okay, so she's actually given us an indication of where we kind of need to be looking. I'm pretty sure that's there, but maybe I think we're too close. So I think we need to be further back. So we've done one of these previously. We haven't done many of these, I must admit. We have done one previously. Yeah, I think we need to be further back. So looking for a new job out there, I can't afford to stay anymore. Oh really? Oh wow, that's not good, Dave. You've just taken a new job as well. Is the money just not enough? Just see the notification for the stream. Cool. Oh, the building, yeah. This is like this. I think this is only the second one we've done, to be fair. You come across these and you just have to match them up. We had them in the first game, but slightly different thing to do with them. There we go, I've done it. Oh no, I haven't. We lost it because I didn't see the rock there to climb up. So we've actually just oh no, we're back. So I thought I'd lost it for a minute. Okay, so we kind of need to get the right height. What I'm going to do, I'm thinking maybe up here. But yeah, we had them in the previous game, but there were little points that you kind of looked at with your focus, and they came up and told a bit of history. We didn't have to do this with them, though. Is that enough? I feel like that should be enough, but it's not. Unless we've got the... could still be wrong angle, couldn't it, I suppose? Let's move past the tree this way. It's a difficult one to try and get the angles right. Have we gone too far away now, mate? No, I went over a rock. Okay, we can definitely... if I take that off for a sec, you can definitely see... not going too far away. The triangle part. So that is the right kind of shape. Just trying to get the rest lined up. She did say further along the coast, didn't she? So I wonder. Jump up. She's not going to jump up, is she?
Based on the angle of the building, Maybe the image was taken somewhere along the coast?
So she thinks the image is taken somewhere along the coast. I'm sure that's the right... Oh no, because if you look, what I've done wrong, if you look at it, there's a top part that I've been ignoring. So we are at the complete wrong angle. We need to be further this way to get the right angle. It's only because we were serious, I thought we might as well look at the question mark. Otherwise we wouldn't. But yeah, I think we've got to have the mountain there to the right in the background. So that's why I'm going wrong. So we need to be further this way. We've got to watch out for some of these. What are these now? I can't scan them. It's annoying, isn't it? I'm thinking over there. Okay, let's make sure we've got some good arrows on, because I think we're going to need them. I can't even scan these either, which isn't helpful. We are about to be attacked as well by the others. That's the problem. I can't scan because the building comes up instead, which isn't helpful. This is going to get tricky. A nice tail hit would be good though, because they have a tail that will actually have parts on that we need. Let's try some fire. It's only a small bow. Are they running away? I think they are running away. I'll take that if they're running. We do need the pelican. We need the resources on the pelican. I know that. That's what we needed. So we can now go to a workbench and upgrade our bolt clip satchel. Alright, the machines are coming back. Are you going to fight? Okay. These machines aren't too bad to take out, to be fair. It's all about just timing your attacks. As I say, we do need the tails off these if we can. One's down. Need a critical strike. Didn't take it out. Knocked it down at least. Watch out for that tail attack. I may have just knocked the tail off, which is a resource that we need. Bit caught there. Didn't move in time. I will say, machine fights in this are a lot more difficult than the first game. Just the fact you've got to be more technical. Out of ammo. You're really, and we didn't go in with this fight with the best strategy. We kind of just rushed in more than I normally would, and obviously you can see the downside of just rushing in. Oh, and now we're on the defense by quite a way at this point. If you take the sound shell out, that does help us. Right, I think we've nearly got one down there. Right, one is down. We've also leveled up, which is more points to spend. Right, nice shot there. That takes one down there. I still need this one down though. Should have gone for a critical strike. I missed it. Right, two down, two small ones to go. So we'll quickly deal with these two small ones. We'll catch up with chat, and then we will hopefully get the angle we need for this building. Right, where are you? I'm out of ammo again. Okay, nearly down. Yeah, we kind of ran into this a bit too keenly, which obviously caused us. Let me catch up on chat quickly. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? I thought you were at work today. No, everything going up, my outgoing is more than my income. I can't go back to work in every hour again. Oh, that's bad, Dave. Sorry about to hear that. That's really good. That's really bad. This game is incredible. There's so many aspects of it we've not even looked at yet, to be fair. There's so much more to do and see. There's parts of the map we've not even been to. Oh, it's Forbidden West, Dave. Horizon Forbidden West. Thank you for the like, that was much appreciated. Sorry I didn't look at Charles trying not to get killed. It can be challenging, especially if you don't plan your attacks. So we kind of rushed in more than we should have done there.
Those cliffs have a good view of the Pharaoh building.
Right, so search near the rocks on the coastline. So it's actually, now we've got a bit further away, it's actually giving us an inkling of where we should be checking for this. I wasn't planning to take on claw strides and stuff, ideally, but it kind of just happened as we're trying to do this point. Right, let's make sure we've grabbed everything, and then we will try and get onto them rocks, which I think is where we need to look. There's a few things here to grab. I think this is medicine down here. And there is a claw strider tail I'm pretty sure we knocked off in the water here, which I would like to grab while here. If you don't want the main story spoiled for you, Caleb, be aware we are going to do the main story mission in a second. I've just got to do this little bit and then we'll be heading in to hand it in. So obviously, if you want to have the story without any spoilers, just be aware that we will be doing the main story shortly. Right, have I picked everything up? I think I have. Right, quick campfire, if I can do it, as we survived. I'm thinking on top of the rocks we should get a decent viewpoint of what we need. And then that's done. There is a shelter I just want to quickly grab while we're here. And then that's about it. We are done. The only reason we came this far was just because we wanted to fill this.
This doesn't look right. Better try another spot.
Okay, so that's not quite right. I thought it was in the perfect position. Problem is it's now night time. So I can't quite see where I'm trying to look. This is rather annoying. I wonder if these rocks down here, maybe. Don't fall off. Thank you. Problem with night time, I can't really tell where I'm meant to be looking. Okay, there's rocks in the background there. I can't remember how high it was, to be fair. Just can't quite make it out from here. May have got this in the wrong place. I thought it was in the right area, but maybe not. Obviously we need the rocks in the background. To there-ish. Are we too high, maybe?
The angle of this doesn't look right. Maybe I should try somewhere higher?
She is telling us to go higher. Is it that rock all the way over there, maybe? I wasn't planning to spend ages doing this, so I just thought, while I was nearby, let's get this done. Since we wondered what the question mark was. Obviously, I want to head and do the main quest and hand in Demeter, but kind of got carried away and finding something else to do, as always. You get in sometime next month, nice. I think you'll enjoy it. You enjoyed the first game, didn't you? So I think you'll enjoy this one. Right.
Pretty sure I'm close.
Pretty sure we're close. I love the indications. She does...
That did it.
There we go, we did it. After all that, we did it. It's only the second one we've done, actually, to be fair. Strangely. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. So that is that one done. That is what the building over here did look like previously. Took me longer than I was expecting to do it, but we did it. But yeah, that's what it looked like originally. I know it's a bit dark, we can't quite see what it looks like now. But it does look nothing like that, let's put it that way. Okay, what we're going to do is there's a shelter here. I want to go and grab the shelter, and once we've done that, we're going to head back to the base to hand in Demeter, as that is our focus for the minute. And then we'll see what we need to do after that. There's lots of side quests to do when we're ready, lots of errands and stuff like that, but I want to grab this shelter first. They took it from the first game and improved a lot. They did improve it a lot, by far. I think the story's better. I missed it. The story is so much better. On top of the story being better, though, there's so much more to do. Not that Zero Dawn was missing stuff to do, but I also think that there's a lot more history when it comes to tribes and stuff in more detail now. You obviously do meet a lot more people, but I just find there's a lot more things to see and do. I suppose the only thing I'm a little bit disappointed with, I suppose, is I would say armor. So we're using an armor set that isn't that high, but I feel it's better than the higher ones. But it's one of those weird ones. We have fully upgraded it though. The Nora Sentinel. Kind of need another hunter, very rare hunter armor, ideally, I think. Well, we have got a pouch upgrade to do. I believe it's our bolt clip satchel. It is indeed. Pelican Wishbone we finally got. We don't use a bolt blaster, but it's another upgrade to do. Okay, that's done. So we create job. No. Perfect. So at least we've done another upgrade. We have got 7 skill points to spend, which we'll quickly spend first before we then head to the base. Let's have a look at skill points. And yeah, there's all this area over here we've not been to yet. I haven't heard any rumours or anything about DLC either. I'm assuming there will be. We just don't know what. But I'm assuming there's going to be lots of DLC. So in terms of skills, what do we want to aim for? We're still lacking quite a bit on melee combat. So I wonder if this maybe should be the focus for the minute. Although, what else are we looking over here? Low health melee and low health range would help us. And a low health defense. Resist more damage when in critical health state. Might be a bonus there actually to use to start with. We've also got smoke bomb capacity. We don't use that. Quiet movement might be a bonus, and low profile might be a good one. I'll buy the standard edition later one. Yeah, see, I didn't buy this deluxe one. This is standard edition only. Obviously got the free PS5 update upgrade. But other than that, I just bought the standard edition because there's no. I don't think there's a season pass about. To be fair. That I'm aware of. A Resonator build up Power Attack Plus, Half Moon Slash. Do you know what? I think let's focus on a couple of melee skills. It's something we are lacking. Burst Fire. Interesting. As for the Warrior Bow, we do use it a bit more now because weapon spread is a weapon technique. That's not a bad shout. Melee detonator, I don't think that's a massive issue for us. Let's go with Half Moon Slash. Still got 3 left, so I'm thinking we'll go for these ones down here for quiet movement as well. Okay, and we'll hold off there. Machine Master, we've still not done any of those, but then we don't really override machines. It's not our play style. Hunter with nearly max, but that's because that's the kind of style we use. Trap, we've got a couple on. Food duration probably could be upgraded. Nimble Crafter might be better as well. I don't really want the Trapper stuff. The Salvager might not be a bad shout, to be honest. But yeah, skills are a bit difficult. Obviously, we're aiming to max skills at some point. But it's difficult to try and decide which ones you should be using. Weapon-wise, I don't think we've got any weapons to change at the minute. The Berserker Hunter Bow is okay. It's not as good as our current Hunter Bow. Our outfit-wise, again, I don't think anything beats what we're wearing, which is a shame. The only thing I've not checked, we've got some new coils and weaves. So we've got a Frost Defense weave. Component Tear Weave. Increases tear damage to external resource components. However, we need to check our tear bow and see what weave we've currently got on that, actually. Because that might help us there. It's all about getting parts off machines as much as possible. So there we go. So currently, we edit coils. Stealth damage is currently, because it's we use it for distance, so we'll probably keep stealth damage on at this point. Right, let's use the campfire, and we are now heading back to base to hand in Demeter. That was always the plan. As soon as we load them, we've got a side quest there we never grabbed. We kind of rushed through this area last stream to try and get Demeter and get it done, and we've kind of missed quite well. We didn't miss, but we didn't explore as much as we normally would, so we've got lots to go back and have a look at. But even saying that, there's still so much of the map of stuff to do. Let's head to that's base there. We have got a campfire here, so let's head there and head in. The PS5 version is cheaper than the PS4 one. Oh really? Oh wow, strange. I paid for the PS4 version, but obviously got the free upgrade to PS5.
I see you, champion. Sit.
But yeah, I don't understand why that would be more expensive.
If you walk back.
No worries, Dave. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for dropping by and saying hello. Sorry to hear about what's going on at the minute, but hopefully, you know, things come good and you find something that you enjoy. But have a good day. Thank you very much, Dave, and I'll see you soon. Right, weapons. He claims he's got new stuff. He has. So, this is where things get interesting. Do we want a very rare hunter bow? He's got 2 rare hunter bows, to be fair. That's interesting. These are what's going to increase us. He's got 3 hunter bows. I'm not keen massively on the hunter bow being fire based, although one's fire plus. It's going to cost you more than Dino. Oh wow, bloody hell, that's quite a lot then. They came out around the same time, didn't they? So that's ice. Let's have a look at what we've got. So our slicing hunter bow is our normal one. It just does normal arrows. Normal arrows plus better normal arrows. And that's it. That's all it does. That's all it needs to do. But we can have a seeker hunting bow. A vanguard hunter bow, which is acid as well. Not too keen on the fire, because it's just fire. I like bows that can do more than one thing. Because that helps us. I'm not worried about the Ice Storm Bolt Blaster either. The ice one is interesting, but again, I don't think it's worth changing at the minute. I think what we've got is okay. Not overly worried about the rumour either. We'll come back and sort that out. Let's go head back to base. We're going to hand this into Demeter. Hand it into Gaia. That's the focus. Right, there is an entrance somewhere. I believe it's here. Either that or I've got the wrong one. No, I've got the right one. There's the entrance. There may be some conversations to have as well in here. As I say, we're going to hand in, and because that's the main quest mission's done. There was 3 main quests to go and find these 3 components of Gaia, and this is the last one. So I'm not sure where the main story is going after that. Interestingly. Right, there is a couple of conversations to have first. This is because we kind of rushed through this before heading out last time. There's new stuff in the chest. Oh wow, okay. So we have a few conversations. And then Gaia. Yeah, we'll do the conversation first, then Gaia, and then there might be more conversations after that, I think. We've got a machine strike board in the base now. Oh wow.
Aloy, you've returned. And you
yeah, Gaia was in Zero Dawn. That was what you was
uproot the Zeniths from our lands?
Gaia in Zero Dawn was the program to rebuild the world. Okay, so there's three things to ask her. It's because we brought Beta back and haven't spoken to him since.
I can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
Okay. I like to keep up with the conversations because you just never know what they're going to tell you.
Varl and I have been looking into the.
It's also interesting to see how they're evolving.
Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them. even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
So Zoe wants to go back and see all these machines that were made from animals and the animals they came from. She wants to see the original beings they were used as templates. Basically, she wants to go and visit animals. That's basically what she wants to see.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum?
Ah.
From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice.
I always still, for all her time being an outcast and growing up away from people with only Rost for company, she still seems a little bit uneasy in crowded places. She doesn't like big groups of people. She's still got that element to her.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now.
He does now.
I mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
I think they had their first lovers' argument over the machines.
Varl looks pretty focused.
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Poseidon. Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth. Like a heart, beating with the life of the world. As always, the cycle can be found in even the most unlikely of places. Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explosions happen underwater.
That's the interesting thing as well, is the depth of conversation. So, obviously, we're seeing these people evolve and learn about the real past and things. But Zoe was very much, when we met her, into a tradition to do with her clan. Now her mind's opening up more to other things. Yet there's still that childlike learning behaviour coming in. And she seems to be getting a good grasp of it.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
Are you serious?
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Something else on her mind.
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh, that's a question enough.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me.
Why has he not told her
I feel
himself?
silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
Okay, still more going on.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
Okay, so that's all the conversations after Zoe
If you need me,
Obviously, we've
you know where to find me.
not been and asked these questions for quite a while, so it's nice to catch up with them all before we hand in Demeter, because I think there'll be more things to talk about once Demeter's handed in. Let's quickly speak to Val.
Aloy, is that what I think it is?
Just need to merge it with Gaia, and she'll have enough power to handle Hephaestus.
Good news. So, what can I do for you?
He seems so eager, doesn't he, to help?
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The sacred lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself...
The face animations are incredible, aren't they?
Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
The thing with the face animations, I would say, is they definitely took it serious. But you can tell when they're upset, you can tell when they're angry. There's obvious facial traits that are shown so evidently. That level of detail is incredible. The only thing still bugs me, and it's not just in this, it's in other games as well, more recent games, is the hair animations. For some reason, it doesn't work. It doesn't work in this. Aloy's hair doesn't quite sit properly at times. It doesn't work in WWE either. It just seems to be one of those hard things to get right.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Signus. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not natural.
It's not.
There you go.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance we can use that against them?
Silence made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Silence, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
That is definitely something we can use to our advantage later on, hopefully. Knowing the Zeniths do not trust each other.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time.
Yeah, remembering some of the things from Zero Dawn does help. The story does continue. There is, at the start of the game, a recap of Zero Dawn, so that does help a lot as well. But then little details, even if you don't remember, I'm pretty sure as you play through and talk to people and read things, a lot of it will just click, because you'll be like, oh yeah, that happened in Zero Dawn, or that's connected. So it does come back.
So, you and Zoe got into a bit of a fight, huh? Should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus could make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
So Vard is trying to think like Aloy does in terms of the machines and how they work, which is good in one way. Means he's leaving some of the old traditions behind and moving more into thinking differently. But when your girlfriend's very devoted to her land gods, criticising them probably doesn't end well.
Looks like things between you and Zoe are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
If you didn't think any better, you'd think those two were trying to get together. And obviously Aloy has no experience of relationships. But it just shows how unexperienced Val is as well, in that respect. You know, he's questioning his own judgment as well. Thanks for the like, with them, much appreciated.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them.
Okay, that is everything done with Val. We'll speak to Eren next, and then we'll head into Gaia, hand in Demeter, and then we'll see what happens after that. Obviously, we've got no clue what's going to happen. Yeah, we'll speak to Eren next. I know some of the conversations are a little bit long-winded, but it does give you a massive source of information. There are two other characters that aren't in the common room that we do need to speak to as well. I'm assuming their conversation might be a little bit less because they're not involved in the main stuff. Good morning, Braxy the Gamer. How are you? Aidan from Dying Light 2 doesn't know anything about women. Imagine Aloy and him. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be incredible, wouldn't it?
Yeah. A very angry.
Right, let's speak to Eren.
Looks like you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
Every time he looks at Aloy, you can see he cares for her so deeply. It's, I don't know, there's something about his look.
That's how the old one said it, I think.
I'm not bad, thank you. Not bad at all. We managed to get Demeter in our last evening stream, so now we're going to hand in. I'm just trying to get some of the conversation done first, and then we'll go and hand in Demeter. But yeah, I'm not bad, thank you. Not bad at all. Yes, and at the start of the game, it kind of explains how and why. So you learn what's happened kind of between Zero Dawn and Forbidden West with the characters that return, which is really good as well.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram-like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
It's amazing the difference in how they think between Eren and Val. Val is more accepting, more willing to take on new information, learn things. Eren finds technology very hard to deal with, which is an interesting kind of difference between the two.
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
So Strike is a mini game, basically like chess. In fact, we've not played in a while. Let's give Strike a go. We'll play Errand at Strike quickly. We've not done it for a while. We do need to do some more matches. So I'll show you what it is. It's basically like chess, but you use the machines as pieces. Random board. We get metal shards for beating him. My set hasn't got enough. Open set. I need to add pieces in. Yeah, it's pretty much like chess. In fact, take one of those, or two of those. We've got gunners here. I'll take a charger. I've only got these pieces, so I can only use these. Lance swords are like. There we go. That's all our pieces. Unless do you want a bristleback or lance horn? Actually, might be better. Yeah, I think that's our one setup.
Let's do this.
Random board as well. All the different parts of the board do different things. So where do we start? Let's start down there. Let's play a scrounger. I'm kind of learning as we go. To be fair, it's like chess basically. We've got another scrapper. Hill terrain, he does gain advantage, so we do that one. And
you're up.
I'll put them all in a line. Right, we've got a burrow. It's a melee type, so obviously I think that's it. Let's go to there. Right, end turn. Okay, so he's attacked.
All yours.
Okay. We might lose this. If we lose this, we lose it. It's not a massive issue. This machine is a melee type. We're going to lose 1 health apiece if we do that. But this one. Don't think I can attack. He'll lose 2 health for doing that. There we go. What is that piece? Oh, it's a Ravager. It's got a lot of health, the Ravager. We will lose 1 health apiece there, which isn't really brilliant. I can't attack. I kind of need to attack from the side, if anything. Let's... I'm trying to see if I can get someone at an angle to him. Rotated round.
Okay. I can do this.
As I say, this may end really badly. Yeah, my own fault for turning it around. I shouldn't have turned it the way I did.
And they're gone.
Yeah, we're not doing well at this.
Let's see what you
got. If we go there, rotate him round, and attack.
Ah, I had that machine right where I wanted it.
Can attack from a distance. That's not too bad. That's another 2 health gone off there.
Oof. That's
okay.
Not good.
We're not doing very well. Okay.
There it goes.
Right, our turn. As I say, we're not doing very well. And then can attack there. That's kind of it. Oh, we can still move, can't we? I'll move back one.
What should I do?
It's
like I got lucky.
It's interesting. It's difficult. We lost. But that's what it is. We haven't got. We need to play more to get better pieces. And I haven't really focused that much, other than doing the first time we ever played. Not really focused too much on it. It's interesting. You've definitely got to get better characters and better pieces, which will come in time.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Make myself useful.
Just give it time.
I like the fact Aaron is trying to make himself useful. He's trying to learn new ways of being. It shows a good side to him.
What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything.
Dying 2 could use a mini game like this for sure. Oh, really?
I mean, this Morland guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
Maybe I should check up on them at some point.
So,
just in case.
That's some people we met in Vegas. We need to go and check on them at some point. That's what they're basically talking about. There's lots of characters you meet, you help, and then you need to go and head to where they've gone to afterwards to then learn how they've got on and stuff afterwards. I'm assuming there's a lot more story involved if you do that.
How's things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
She did tell us she did.
So I hear.
I made one joke about how they, you know, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt.
He definitely underestimated her, didn't he?
I see someone's.
Yeah, Vala's a girlfriend.
I'm just trying to get some practice in.
He met her in this,
Take my mind off
in the
this.
West.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure.
And it's interesting to see him develop as a character because of that as well, though.
Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways.
Not really, no.
You're more than welcome to have some.
She seems to be happy for him. In some ways, it comes across that Aloy knows she needs to be on her own, needs to be able to just get on with what she has to do. The world is more important to her. That's her whole meaning of her life. So because of that, she doesn't come across as jealous or anything. She does seem happy for him. But I think she's kind of understands she can't focus on someone else because the world needs her more.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here.
There is a lot of plants.
Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. You know, metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
It's very interesting the differences in the people as well.
I say you know, Gaia for me.
Zoe being more plant-based. Failed an arena challenge. I don't know what we just found, but it's supposed to be failed an arena challenge. There's something to pick up in this box. No, there isn't. It won't let us. Okay. Right, we're going... How's he got... I just spoke to him. I wonder if it's because... Let's just double check.
Did you forget something?
No, I'm pretty sure we spoke to him. Your training. There's another training thing come up.
Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points.
We've already had that conversation.
And the other, which is... But hey...
Just give it time.
Okay, I'm not sure why that came up as we asked the same question.
I'll see you later.
Right, we're going to head to Gaia then. Let's hand in Demeter. I know we haven't spoken to Beta or... I can't remember what the guy's name is. But we'll do those once we've done Gaia. And then we'll decide what we're doing next, depending on what happens when we hand this in. We have also got some drone information to hand in as well. We haven't done that yet. So we can connect the survey drone when we're ready as well. We have got Demeter, so let's go. Let's hand this in. Main quest is then all caught up. And let's see where the story's going to take us now. Trophy retrieved. We covered Demeter.
With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it.
Oh nice, they've got a plan. There's Beta as well.
With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 data
2
cores.
Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini.
Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I know that place. It's near the Desert Clan's capital. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require
like a
2
backpack.
people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
And we can't beat
But what if
the
there were
Zeniths yet.
power surges? To fake out the Zeniths. If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges,
That's a good plan.
would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help.
Looks like we're going to go back and see these people from another place.
While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
So we're going to go back and see the Quen, which gives an excuse to go and say hello again after we did kill a lot of their people because they attacked us.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. That's where I need to go.
Okay. Pharaoh's tomb is new main
I
quest.
have managed to unlock an additional room near the servers.
Understood.
Okay, we can speak to Gaia as well. There's some conversation pieces to have.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
Hello, Aloy. Our progress.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance, I am confident she will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini.
So Aloy's having her doubts about Beta. I think she was expecting Beta to be more helpful. Beta's more pessimistic. Complete opposite of Aloy, in fact.
All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Really?
Yeah, no thanks.
Not really Aloy's thing, is it?
That is what I predicted.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
We do need to go back and speak to
Though he
Katala. We've not
prefers
spoken to him
spend
actually
most
for a
of the
while.
time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
So he wants to figure out on his own. He does seem very independent like that, to be fair.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved.
Okay, so conditions have improved.
Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse.
I wonder if we go back to Plain Song. Will we see the difference, I wonder?
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
Okay. Why is it... We've done everything. Plan to capture Hephaestus.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus.
Let's not go over it again.
We now know that Hephaestus will not
Oh, we haven't actually had this.
respond to your alpha clearance, which is why you will need to procure Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance.
Right. From his personal bunker, Thebes.
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in building the transport rig and pulse generators.
Thebes was in Greece, I
When we
believe.
get to
Ancient
Gemini,
Greece.
I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores.
I'm not
The
familiar with an
second
American
core is
place
for
called Thebes, to be
Hephaestus.
fair.
Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
Oh wow, so we're going to have to remove the
How long
malicious
will that
code.
take?
There are calculations I still must run, but I estimate a few hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Signus. Sounds like a plan.
Does sound like a good plan. Hopefully it works. I can ask about the old world discoveries.
So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh Plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked.
Oh wow, so it wasn't going to
In all
work.
scenarios, the Pharaoh war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreath before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution.
Interesting.
There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
Okay. Obviously we've done everything, so we should be okay.
I should be going.
I believe we've asked every question. One's showing up as a second time again for some reason. That's happened a couple of times now. Right, let's hand in our drone footage while we're here. We've got Katola to speak to, and then we've got to decide what we're doing and where we're heading first.
Drone's reconnected now.
So we've got a couple to hand in. This is one of them. taking its time, isn't it? Oh, there you go.
Good choice.
Good choice. She seems to like that one. So we'll leave that one on for the time being. I think they do change. There we go. Right, so there seems to be another side quest to pick up here as well. That's going to be interesting. We're going to look at quests ourselves. There are conversations again to be had in here. Let's run through the conversations quickly. There should only be one, I think, now.
Hear about you going west.
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back. And she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
It's amazing what he enjoys. It's
How are
quite
things
nice
with
and refreshing.
Cthulhu? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I played strike with him. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it.
Right, so because we did the conversation before we did Gaia, the majority of conversations have been done. So now it's just a case of
Gaia mentioned this
doing the last little
other
bits.
tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself, Aloy.
Okay, so quick conversation with Varl about the plan.
I'm sorry, Aloy. After all the trouble you went through, you have to head west again.
Well, no one said this was going to be easy.
You sure you don't want any backup dealing with the Quen?
They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
Thing is, if we don't do these conversations now, we've only got to do them later. So it's better to have the information now.
And then we grab Hephaestus. We might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work.
That'll be the, if we find his bunker, what are we going to find inside it?
Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more Zeniths, no more derangement. It'll be a different world. I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Karja, and well, everyone.
So he's concerned with how the world is going to be when it's all done.
We've got an angry AI to take down.
He seems a bit concerned with traditions and how the tribes are going to have to
I'll be
adapt.
in touch if I need anything.
I'll make sure Beta briefs everyone on the pulse generators.
Good.
Okay. So we need to speak to Zoe, Catello, and Beta. And I think we're ready to move on. It'll just be a choice of what we do first.
I hear you're going further west past the Tenakth clanlands.
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Off the coast.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do.
Yes, we do have hunting grounds as well.
How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to
I think we've done two.
Who worked so hard to heal the world
And they're the same as
could
previous,
bleed
to be
and
fair.
pride condemn it
Just
so
as difficult
easily.
at times.
For one spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
Okay, last couple of questions.
You and Varl doing okay?
Then we've got to find Catello and Beta.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Osseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
We've got a good mix of people, haven't we? From all different walks of life.
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement.
And there was another room that Gaia opened. We need to have a look what's in there as well.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
Okay, so is everyone in the common room spoken to?
Hopefully I can bring back what we need to capture Festus. After that, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
This does kind of seem to be that middle point of where, right, go and do other stuff before doing the main mission because it's all about to end, kind of thing. That's how it's coming across. This room has been open before. What's that there? Yes, we've been in there. Just don't work out which room Gaia said she opened. It's not that one.
Festus. He's like Gaia's own personal blacksmith.
There's a workbench there, we've got nothing to do. It's fine. That's outside. Don't know about that. Gaia said she opened another room. I'm just not sure which room she opened. It's this one.
I don't think that door had power before, but...
Ah.
Looks like it's malfunctioning.
This door is malfunctioning. Can't go into that one. And this is Beta.
Did you want something?
She doesn't seem keen to talk to us, does she?
Hey.
Zoe's like the mum of the group. She is indeed.
Something else?
I think without her, the group would fall apart. So we've got a couple of things we can ask.
So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators?
Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without Omega clearance.
We're going to get the Omega clearance.
Just try to have the transport ready by the time I get back.
Getting along with everyone.
So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but it's almost like he actually wants to
Yeah,
talk to me.
you've not caught up with the game, have you? And obviously you're not familiar with the story because you've not done it yet. I don't want to ruin it for you, but yeah, you're kind of right.
Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so.
Okay. Is that it? Still more?
So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to?
Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing.
But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and Zoe, I was able to recover.
Yeah, it'd be the same voice actor as well.
You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about?
He told
And
me
they are
about your tribe.
I want to tell you, but I don't want to ruin it for you.
Proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving.
It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter.
I don't think I'd be suited for any of them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora then.
You can tell just by talking to Beta that she's just lost.
I'll be going.
Okay. Bye.
She doesn't know how to act. She doesn't really know her place in the world, and I think that's the issue. She just seems like She's stuck. Right. This door wasn't working previously, so let's now have a quick look. This is the one I think Gaia said to us is now unlocked.
Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
Okay. Ancient valuables. Oh, a few chests in here actually. And something that we can open. Where does this take us?
Where this leads?
It's a dead end, isn't it? Ah, this way.
Power cells? Huh.
Interesting. So there's power cells here. What are they? Ah. Interesting. So there's power cells, but I don't know what they're for. There's a ladder here, though. So let's have a look downstairs. Ah, we need to put a power cell in here. There's a door here. Okay, so we need to put one of those power cells in there by the looks of things. As I say, this is a new room, so we actually don't know what's going to be behind the door. We can jump down with it. Probably forget all the dudes down to a player, so there's no point for me watching it. Okay.
A bunch of lights just turned on up here. Was that you?
Yeah, I guess it was.
So that's Beta. We just turned on a load of lights. What's this way? So we did something. Because we opened a new door, it just means we've got more power. Interesting. Okay, Cthulhu is the last person we need to speak to.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door.
We can look at it together later. Have a conversation.
Not that door. Right, Cthulhu I think is in this room. He is, and he looks like a side quest
some
as
of the
well.
Holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Okay, so we're now tracking Gala as well. Right, Cthulhu we've not spoken to for a while.
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes, and I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping that Tenakth knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but we thought they were just bandits. Hikaru sent out a patrol or two, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know. I'm sorry. That's...
So even they don't know much about them. That's interesting.
I guess I'll find out soon enough.
Yep, we're going to have to go and discover who the Quen really are.
I've been meaning to discuss with you. It's personal. If you have a moment to spare.
We absolutely have a moment to spare. So we've got lots of conversations, and mainly because we haven't asked him much recently. It's been a while.
You said you were training.
We'll run through these, and we'll find out what the side quest is, and then we'll decide where we're heading first.
Watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres.
We're not finished yet. We're nowhere near finished yet.
And more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there.
We have handed in Demeter, but other than that, that's about all we've managed to get done so far today. A couple of side things, nothing major. But good morning, Earl. How are you?
Must be strange, seeing everything through a focus now.
I can see machines like never before. Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
What do you think of this place?
You finished 2 days ago. Oh, wow.
It's an efficient center of operations and an acceptable training.
How many hours did you do in total, do you think?
Color.
Duly noted.
I think we're about nearly 40 hours in currently.
Anything interesting happened while I was
You're
away?
still ill though. That's not good. You are getting better. That's good to hear.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't last too much longer, Al. Oh, okay. Yeah, hopefully you get better soon. Done it a while now, haven't you?
Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the 10 fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course.
Doesn't want to go away, does it?
So as well.
Getting ether out of the grove.
This is why we kind of speak to everyone regularly, so we don't have all these conversations in one chunk.
Tribe that Hikaro's mission for peace is the correct path.
But we did miss Cthulhu recently, so
by the 10 themselves.
That's why there's quite a lot to talk about.
Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The old ones believed one could
It's
heal
a hangar.
the great waters,
Is that what that's meant to be?
even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you.
I thought we said hangar, yeah.
Seashells.
That sounds kind of gross.
Right, that's that done. We're Quintal companions to Noct, and then we've got his personal request.
I heard my friend Talana came by.
And then we can decide where we're going.
Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
A DLC needs to include a mission to get Cthulhu a seashell. That would be cool, wouldn't it? His reaction to it would be incredible.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly.
How's the new job going, Lisa?
Troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
He was so excited about it, wasn't he?
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence.
Storm medicine wasn't working. That's weird, you've had it so long.
It's difficult to explain.
I can't.
You can't shake it. It's never a good thing when you can't shake something like that.
Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
Okay.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing.
Work is going okay. Hiccup with it though, so working from home today. Oh, okay. I did think you said you wouldn't be joining us during the morning streams because of work now. Well, hopefully the hiccup isn't a bad one. Turn to home cure. Gargling salt water. Gargling salt water does help. It's just not a very nice thing to have to do.
Between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with
Not much to do
blood,
while you wait for them to
death,
out. Oh, okay,
but
fair enough.
also with honorable deeds.
Hopefully the
and
hiccup's not a big one.
tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored.
Okay.
What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training.
A little bit like training. It says we've got something to ask. I don't know what. Let's go for the personal request.
Something you wanted to talk about?
I've been speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
He wants a metal arm, doesn't he?
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials.
He's got a point.
These things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you are. I could use your assistance.
It might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
Definitely worth the risk.
10, we shall see it.
We're going to help him gain a new arm. Okay, I think we're done.
I've got a long
So,
way ahead.
we need only decide where we're heading first.
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
Thank you, Aloy.
I think that'd be an incredible thing to do for him. Okay, so let's have a look at quests. So main quests, we've got to head to Pharaoh's tomb, which is find Alva, who is the part of the Quen, to help us try and get to the ancient ruins of San Francisco. That's main quest. We are high enough level, over leveled in fact now. We've still got lots of side quests to do. There's loads of those. What was lost is a higher level than us, which is strange. Everything else is under us. We've got lots of errands still to do as well. Supply run. First to fly is on hold until Wings of the Ten has been done. Hunting grounds, we've got to go and do those. Rebel outposts, we've got lots of those to do. Tallnecks, still one we haven't been able to do. Cauldrons, we've barely touched cauldrons either, to be fair. Gauntlet run we haven't done. Collectables, there's lots of collectables to do. We have got 3 skill points I'm not overly worried about for the minute. Special gear did we just pick up? Oh, soldier tank. We need to hand them soldier tanks in, don't we? Yeah, I think we need to hand them in at some point. So we've got a choice. We either stick with the main quest, or we try and do some other things on the way. If we look at the main quest, we've got to leave here, don't we, I suppose, to actually see them. There you go. So we've got to go all the way over here. It's an area we've not been to. All the way down here. There are things to do along the way. So we have... what have we got nearby? We could meet Jekka on the hill crest, as that's on the way, to be fair. So that might be a good one to clear. There's so many side quests and things to do. Just trying to pick a decent way of doing it. We've got Fool's Edge over there. Meet Talana on the way as well. So I think we should probably aim to go down here, but on the way try and clear a few things if we can. The campfire, there's a mission there to do as well. Supply drop. And even if we look where we are, there's still stuff to do back in this area. There's an unknown cauldron there as well. So it's kind of deciding what to do and when, and working out a decent order to do things in. It does look like an Assassin's Creed map, doesn't it? There's so much to do. I've been trying to do things in a decent order, but it's so difficult to try and clear as you go because there is so much to do. Okay, so I'm thinking we head to the campfire, and then possibly let's then head here to do this campfire. This is a quest there as well. We'll do that quest. From there comes south, Blood for Blood, and then we'll make our way even further south. We'll do Talana on the way, and then do that potentially. That's kind of my thinking. Whether that'll go that way, I don't know. That's yeah.
Able to unlock that door.
So that's kind of my thinking. How that works, I'm not entirely sure. We may change where we end up heading if we're not careful, but we'll see. We're not locked in as such to any particular mission. You had more fun with Odyssey than Valhalla. I enjoyed Odyssey. I'm a big fan of ancient Greece, so for me Odyssey was good in that respect. I enjoyed Valhalla as well, though. We've spoken to Aaron about Rebels. We've done every conversation with him so far.
Aloy, it's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So, we were on about this town here anyway. So he was saying about stopping there to resupply. So that's worth doing as well then. In terms of Aaron and Rebels, I don't think he said anything about Rebels. We have spoke to him. There's no conversations left with him. But yeah, he didn't mention Rebels, to be fair. Valhalla did have the hidden blade, yes, instead of a spear. She always has something to talk to us about. I don't know if... I'm assuming they change every time.
Be careful if you're traveling southwest, champion. Rebels have set up camp in the hills. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to dig your grave.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay, so Rebels have set up... We've got a new rebel camp found.
Sounds like the North could use a hand dealing with these rebels.
Just going to check his weapons, see what he's got. So the wild fire hunter bow, spike throw is new. Sharp shot bow, yeah, I think that's new. Everything else we saw previously, I think. I don't think any of them really help us. Outfit wise, let's have a look. Infiltrator hunter. So that's the only one that maybe could be better than what we're wearing. We're currently using Nora Sentinel. So it's got worse melee damage resistance, worse range resistance, worse fire resistance. In fact, no, that's pointless. It's worse on a lot of our areas, so that's not worth it. The hunter there is worse again on quite a lot of elements, so that's not worth changing. And the warrior again is worse. I know it's because we've upgraded it. Have you seen any more on the next Assassin's Creed with Bassam? No, I haven't. They've kind of stayed fairly quiet about most things to do with that. And it's kind of a worry when they don't talk about it, to be fair. But I haven't... No, I've not heard anything else. Obviously, we've had the new update for Valhalla recently with the festival, but we've done... I didn't want to do that. If we've done so many festivals with them, I don't think it's a big deal to go and do it. And I've heard there's a lot of glitches with it. But yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I would have thought we would have heard a lot more by now. And for some reason we haven't. More arena to unlock the good armor. Oh yeah, we haven't... Yeah, we struggled in the arena, mainly because we're not set up for that kind of melee combat.
She needs parts from to heal Plainsong's land gods. I should let her know I'm here.
Right, we can call Zoe now.
Hey Zoe, I'm near the Grimhorn site. Can you join me?
I'll be there soon.
Yeah, I suppose there's lots of glitches with the festival,
I'm glad we
causing issues.
The Grimhorns we're looking for should be just to the north.
Let's go get those control cores.
Good morning, SVX. How are you?
Thank you again for helping me.
Yeah, we do need to head to the arenas again at some point, don't we?
If we can heal the land gods,
Right, let's actually top of arrows.
Suffering for my people.
How do you think Fane and the chorus will take it?
Top up, come on.
They seem to think the tribe's extinction is inevitable.
I've had my disagreements with them, but I'd like to see they'll be happy to be wrong on this.
Right, where are we heading? That's because I need to put this mission on, don't I? As primary mission, because I'm kind of away. In fact, we can do this on the map, can't we, I think? No? Okay, that's the one. So activate quest. There we go. So we're going with Zoe to find the Grimhorn parts she needs to fix one of the land gods. That's the plan. Yeah, I'm kind of not been that bothered about the festival just because it's not worth the time and energy for something that's just going to mess things up. So I'm kind of not worried about it. I kind of want them to add more stuff in because we're still missing things. So like, we haven't killed them.
The Grimhorns.
Okay, these are Grimhorns.
We'll just have to be smart about this.
I'll follow
Apex Grimhorn. Fire Bellaback. Frost Bellaback. A few machines here, aren't there? The Grimhorn is what we need. We've got to worry about the Bellabacks as well, though. Yeah, it's I kind of want to do everything we can with it, but there's a point you get to and you just think, well, I'm not really gaining from it anymore. Mastery challenges aren't brilliant. And I want kind of the ruins, I can't find the name of them are. The ruins, I know what I'm trying to say. I kind of want them finished, because I want to be able to do those fully. But even then, I just think, I don't know, I'm kind of, that needs new content, but I doubt they're going to do it.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
It'd be a shame just to finish now and not do any more. But I kind of want the ruins to be updated. Oh, we've got a Sky Drifter there as well. So I'm waiting for the Fire Bellaback to come back past. My thinking is maybe we can take him out in one hit. There's no guarantee. We could actually have made the rocks fall just there, actually. I missed it. I'm shooting. I didn't do any damage, did it? Did no damage at all to him. Okay. Let's take this one out. Missed. And now I'm about to get hit, aren't I? There we go. So we may have made a slight error of judgment here. I did a fight sooner than we should have done. Oh, got hit by the fire there. We're not alone in this fight, that is something, I suppose. Back up. All the machines are getting in each other's way though, so that's not a bad thing for us. Remember, we're here for the Grimhorn. That's what we're here for. Us and Zoe. That Grimhorn is a beast. Kind of gone further down than I wanted to there. Ah! Definitely didn't go to plan, did it? Missed. Come on, explode. That's what we wanted. And another one. I did work the way I was intended there. We could have done this fight differently, but I kind of went in too quickly, I think, more than anything else. I need to restock as well in a second. Right, I've made that brittle as well. I need to restock health. Let's do our power shots. Definitely went in a bit too early with this. Right, what we got? I need to take them guns off the back, ideally. Tarot would probably be good on this. I know I'm being attacked from the side. There we go, that's a weapon off that one at least. It's a lot of fire that just directed straight out there, isn't it? The horns would be good. Oh, completely missed that, run out of arrows again. It's always my issue, running out of arrows. Trying to get the horns off as well. Zoe's down, but I've managed to get the fella back that was near her down. They have got weak points actually to hit. Right, let's top up arrows. I haven't looked at what they're weak against. They probably should, to be fair. Acid. Why did I not think of that earlier? Warrior bow though, we need to get close. Weak to acid. I should have probably been doing this sooner. We'll take a hit. It's only problem with warrior bows, you have to be so close to them. Whoa! Right there. Is he full acid yet? Not quite. Full acid now though. See if I can get a horn off, they're probably worth a decent amount upgrade material wise. They're probably a hard one. There we go, one horn off. Did take a hit. And again, although the acid is definitely doing its job. That tail probably could be worth trying to get off as well, for parts. The acid definitely helped. Come on, it's so nearly down. I'm out of ammo again. I'm out of health again, aren't I? That's the issue. That'll be why. Okay, one is down, one to go. The acid definitely made a difference. I got power shots activated once more. I think the other machine's still around, the flying one. Okay, I am now in trouble in terms of health. I got myself stuck. If we get the acid fully in, that will help us. Need to be very careful health-wise. Drink. That's the problem with drinking potions, is obviously that happens. This has not gone well for us in terms of surviving this. Whoa! I can do with help, yeah. Get under here quickly. Drink a potion.
Keep me in the fight.
This is definitely not going to well. I'll catch up with chat in a second. Obviously, I'm trying not to die at this point. Right, where's he gone? Where are you? And bombs. See it. Need to take the weapons off ideally. We're in a decent place to stay for a second though. Bombs can't hit us in here, obviously the fire can. He decides to use fire on us. That was a weak point hit as well. Where's he gone now? Stay there. If we survive this, I'll be amazed the way this is going so far. I'll be by the skin of our teeth, I think. Oh, got it. Critical strike. Wow, machine is down. I think we still have a bird in the sky to be wary of. But, wow. That is definitely not gone the way I wanted it to. Plough horn, though, is a material we do need. Where's the bird? It's down. I picked up the gun.
We did it. You okay?
A bit winded. But I'll be alright. But we should take a second control core just to be safe.
Got it.
Lots of things to pick up, and then I think we should be done. That was tricky. Admittedly, I messed up. We didn't set any traps. We didn't really go in as we normally do. I kind of made the mistake of firing too early without being set up or anything like that. So we made mistakes. Lessons to learn from. Yeah, definitely got to plan things a bit better than that time.
I'll stash this away for later.
But yeah, it's one of those, you kind of do things in the spur of the moment and then regret them afterwards. Are they medicine? They're not, are they? No. Right, lots of things to pick up, as I say. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Do you know what? Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, I've heard so many good things about it. I don't think, looking at it, it's my kind of game, but I've heard a lot of good stuff. Right, we've got the Grimhorn cores. We just need to give the cores to Zoe. The horns, I was right, they are a gold legendary level material. So definitely worth picking up and making sure we got them off. Hopefully that'll help us when it comes to upgrading later. Medicinal berries. Right, she's down there. We've got most things now.
I'll take those cores, Aloy.
Yeah, I'm giving you the cores. I think we have got most things now picked up. Okay, so this will be another side quest done.
As requested.
Thank you.
Ubisoft is me and a dead horse.
Take what we need to update the reboot code. I'll head back to base and get started.
I don't know. It's not my normal kind of thing,
There was
no.
always enough to eat. The land gods provided for us, and every season we celebrated them.
Sorry, I just want to listen to this conversation.
Those times. Do you really think we can bring them back?
We'll make it happen.
Thank you, Aloy.
I definitely need to be more strategic when it comes to the fights. There are times I rush in a bit too soon, I think.
So we'll probably sort through those cores in no time.
So we can finish that
Check
quest
up on
off
her.
properly
Get the
once we get
chance.
back to base to speak to her again, so it's a bonus. But that is that side quest finished near enough. Yeah, I just think about it's not my thing. It isn't. But I kind of heard so many good things. I kind of really think I should give it a go. And there's a lot of games I've played that I wasn't interested in, but people have suggested them. I've given them a go, and they've been brilliant. Like Genshin Impact, not normally my kind of thing, but actually we've done it because it was suggested, and it's been incredible. So I'm not averse to trying new things, admittedly. And just because it's something I wouldn't normally play, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad. So I do like to try things I wouldn't normally think of, to be fair. Outriders. Okay, I've heard things about it. I've never been interested, but I've heard about it. But yeah, if they do, the Basim game could be done well, and if it's done well, it will be good. I have a feeling it won't be done well, and that's the problem. Yeah, if it's done well, I think it could be good. I just got a feeling. I don't know. It's going to be weird. It depends on the story, how it fills in the gaps and things like that. My big thing is I'm waiting for is the Assassin's Creed Infinity when they do the online thing, because I'm curious to how that's going to work. It could be really good if they do it well. You know, it could be that you can pop in and out of different time periods, which I think would work really well. But there's also that chance of them not doing it well enough to make it work. So I'm kind of in two minds. Sure, I just knocked down a bighorn sheep. I swear we just knocked down a sheep. Where are you? Okay. Maybe I didn't knock it down. I thought I did. No, I must have escaped. There is one of these here. While we're here, it makes sense to do it. This is one of the ones you need to get the right angle.
This image is of the old world.
Once we get the angle, we get the right area, we will have another one of these cleared. Now, structure-wise, what are we looking for? A tower of sorts. Just trying to see where the tower in the first place is, to be fair. Ah, over there. Is it that tower? Not that one, there's mountains in the background. So there's mountains there. I know it's night time, so it's not really helping with being able to see where this could be. We did have a little trouble finding the last one of these, to be honest. But we persevered. I didn't hear what she said about it, which didn't help.
I think the image was taken overlooking a field.
The image was taken up.
Try to line it up somewhere in the nearby hills.
Okay, in the hills. So are we thinking there?
Too low to line up the image.
We're too low. Okay. I think I know what it is. It's that tower there then, isn't it? She said we're too low to line it up. I think that is definitely the right tower. We're too low. So I think we're a lot closer to it, maybe. Do need fish as well. That's one thing I do need. We haven't got much of. Right. Couldn't quite get to the fish. Right. I think. Are we high enough here?
The angle of this doesn't look right.
We need to be higher.
Try somewhere higher.
Okay. I'm thinking over here then. I like the fact she gives you clues. You know, it's not a case of you are trying to do it blind. She does give clues. You just have to listen to what she's telling you. And I think that's a pretty big thing throughout the game. She always gives you ideas. You've just got to listen. I wonder. We might be too high here, I'm not sure.
Nope. I should find another spot.
Let's have a look at the picture again. So there is something coming out one side, isn't there? So we want that on our left, which means we need to be maybe over here. You need to be quite close. That was kind of my thinking, to be fair. We need to be close to it. Did seem to be how it was shaping up. What's that over there?
That
I can't.
structure looks like the one in the image. I think it might be close to where it was taken.
Search near the metal structure.
I think I'm getting close. That did it.
That did it. There we go. So this is what it used to be. There was an aircraft field, airport, military base, and we did it. And it did say search nearby, so I think they're just plants, aren't they, below us? Yeah. Grapple point there. I wanted to know what this was over here. Too far away to actually see what they are. Okay. We are near... I know obviously we've got the main quest to go to. Let's get rid of my markers. Because I'd obviously put a marker there. I don't want to go backwards. We're going to take this quest off as well. As that's not the one we want to do. My thinking was next we were going to go into Decker. To do this one. Maybe this one on the way. And then we're heading south. Was the thinking. That's the nearest campfire, I suppose. That's the one we're going to go to. At least we got it though. Last time was 100 hours of play. Wow. Last time Assassin's Creed did an online multiplayer Black Flag. Yeah, it's not meant to be an online multiplayer though. It's more of an online game where supposedly the information I've had so far is you can pop in and out of different time periods, which I like the idea of. I think if it's done well, it could work really well. Content can be added regularly, but it's whether or not they do it the way I'm hoping they do it. And because no one's got any real information, it's a bit difficult. I'm not a fan of any of the Assassin's Creed multiplayers. They've never worked. That's the problem. Okay, if we head to this campfire, we're going to head to this ridge. And then go meet Decker. That's another one done. And then we're going to head south for the town that's south. Then we'll head to Talana and then main story along that same kind of way. We've still got another hour and a half of the stream left. We've got plenty of time, hopefully. Now, there was another question mark here, right near where we are. So while we're here, it makes sense to have a look. I know I'm bad with, getting distracted and looking at different random things. Black box. That's what we need here. A black box. But also, while passing things, I think it makes sense to try and have a look at these things. Right, so there's a hatch there. So we need to get up to this. So I'm thinking... Wasn't the best jump in the world. See if we can get up to this plane. Grab this black box over here. So something else then cleared that way. I like to clear as we go, but I'm finding this is quite difficult to do that whilst trying to focus on main story and stuff. Definitely not the easiest game to kind of prioritise that I've found so far. Okay, I don't want to slide off if we can help it. Ancient supply box. Nice. Go over here. Right. We've got a way in yet. There's a door there. Ah, there's a grapple point there. Perfect. Let's head in. This is our first black box we actually found. We passed this before. We just didn't stop to pick it up because we was en route to another mission. I think we were following someone at the time. I know, players always complain. Multiplayer for Ubisoft is starting to work. They're fantastic at creating worlds that are full of life. We covered 5 different collectibles trophy achieved.
You need to adjust your course to avoid the swarm. Can you respond? Over. Flight 41, please acknowledge.
So this was Flight 41.
My sensors are showing their cabins depressurized. I think the crew's gone and they're on autopilot. Flight 41's a ghost flight.
Oh wow.
Whatever happened to the people on that plane? They weren't there to respond. They're trying to survive. This Pharaoh's machine swept the planet of life. All those people lost to one man's ego.
There's a little bit of resentment there in Aloy's voice, isn't there?
There must be another flight recorder transmitting a signal. Maybe I can track it down.
You can see the resentment she talks about Ted Farrow. I wonder what we're going to find in his where he ran off to. That's going to be an interesting one to see. Right, we need to head blood for blood. So we're heading next. We're actually heading the wrong way. Still need to see animals and catch a few. We need more upgrade materials. Lots still to do. Outriders has lag issues and host issues. I heard things about it. Again, I don't do many multiplayer games, to be fair. Occasionally I play with a few mates and stuff. But I don't really play multiplayers anymore. I used to play a lot of Siege years ago before I started streaming, although I've done a few streams of it as well a while ago now. But yeah, I don't play multiplayer, to be fair. I like good old stories. I think that's my issue. I like a good story. So I don't tend to play them that often now. Right, we got any? Don't think we really need peccary, but we might need